We thank you so much for joining us. It's our pleasure to welcome now Dr. Curtis Coleman, Vice President of Admissions, Delta State University. Dr. Coleman, thanks for coming on.
Thank you, Ronald. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so tell us what's going on with this free tuition program for Mississippi students at Delta State.
Well, thanks for asking. Delta State University now has free tuition for Pell-eligible Mississippi and state students for the first-time freshmen coming in for fall 2025. It is a new initiative we're doing. We know that students need help, right? We know that we're the right fit, and now we're here to help them financially to make their dreams possible.
So is this a situation where the university is essentially just waiving the tuition, or is it being funded by third-party sources?
No, the administration. We are doing this on behalf of the Delta State University administration and cabinet members. We will help any student who has Pell coming in for their first-time freshman year for fall 2025. If they have even $1 of Pell-eligible tuition coming in from the government, we'll be able to assist them for their tuition.
Okay. And does that continue throughout their college career, or is it just for freshmen?
Just for starting freshmen coming in this year, but it will follow them throughout their senior year, right? So we want to help them assist in college, right? We want to help them matriculate as well.
Okay. And this is only eligible to Mississippi residents. Is that correct?
Correct. Only Mississippi residents, in-state students only.
Okay. So you guys, I assume, are trying to get the word out. I mean, this just broke, the last week or so. You're trying to let everybody across the state know.
I know, yeah. We've been working on it for a couple of weeks now, and we're ready to release it. On behalf of the administration at Delta State University, I just get the privilege to announce it and to be the front runner and face of it. But it is something that we've been working very tirelessly on. We want to make sure that students in state especially have the ability to excel and go to college. We want to show them that this is the right fit and right place for them. We know we have what it takes to help them grow, mature, and develop to be competent citizens, especially Mississippi resident citizens. So this is where it starts at. If you are interested in college, if you are trying to figure out what's a good fit and feel for you, we know that we now can help you, not just with fit and feel, financially as well.
Yeah. Okay. Well, so do you expect, Dr. Coleman, as a result of this action, this essentially financial boost and financial aid, if you will, you could call it that, and the fact that you're waiving the tuition to increase enrollment?
Yeah, it is not. It's not typically a waiver, though. We are basically giving a scholarship to those students. So if they are Pell eligible and they still have a balance left in their account, the scholarship will then cover the balance.
I see. All right. So it's a scholarship, and those to be eligible, you just indicated that they have to be in the Pell Grant program, right?
Yep. Mississippi State residents, they have to be Pell eligible. So you have to file the FAFSA to figure out if you're Pell eligible. And then also first-time freshmen coming for fall 2025. We can't guarantee it just yet for the upcoming or future years. So right now, we can say that for the first-time freshmen coming for fall 2025, we will cover the remaining balance if you are a Pell-eligible student.
I got you. Is the student still responsible for all the other costs associated with an education there, their lodging, et cetera, housing?
Right. Housing and fees are still a responsibility on the student. But largely not a large amount based on what tuition has been in the price. We know that overall nationally tuition has been rising. College now is almost over 100% more than it was just 20, 30 years ago. So we want to be able to cover the large bit of it, the large grid of it, which is the tuition price.
Okay. What is the tuition price at Delta State? How does that work? Is it priced per hour? What's the cost model?
Well, our cost is around $8,000 for tuition for the year. And it is basically, I want to say I'm still new here, so I may be a little bit down on my stats, but we have held the cost of tuition for the last 2 years, I believe, right? So we've held it still for a while, even though inflation has been tremendously growing in the past couple of years. So at $8,000 for tuition for the year and whatever's left over, we'll recover it. I think that's a good deal if you ask me.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds extremely competitive compared to what you typically see in higher ed these days, where tuition is considerably higher than that. And you said for a year, right? So are you on a semester basis at 2 semesters?
We're on a semester basis, and we've held tuitions still for the last 2 years.
Okay. Gosh, wow.
Yep. And so when you think about our most competitive programs for nursing, aviation, for geospatial, or even just business, right? We have a very low cost way to achieve and get at least your bachelor's degree. We also offer no out of state no out of state tuition for out of state students. So if you're coming from Arkansas, Louisiana, or from Texas, or wherever you're coming from, right, you have the opportunity to now have competitive tuition as well, even if you're out of state resident, especially if you are looking at some of our online programs.
Yeah, that's interesting. So I know there's demand certainly for some of those curricula that you just discussed. Are you expecting this to boost enrollment into those programs specifically, where you guys really have a unique offering?
Well, we're looking for overall enrollment, right? We want to make sure that
Okay.
those who want to aspire to achieve or go for higher education, they at least know that they can start here and finish here if they so choose to, especially if they're a Pell eligible student. So we know that our nursing program is pretty competitive, and our geospatial and aviation are also extremely competitive and difficult to excel through because of their requirements. But this is looking at overall enrollment, not just those programs, not just psychology or business or music. We're looking at all of our programs overall. So yes, we've already gotten a lot of traffic online, of course, from the announcement. Our application numbers are up. Our enrollment looks really intact for the fall and for summer as well. So we're interested to see where this is going to go, and if we can, if we were able to do it financially, we want to see look into the other upcoming years and semesters, right? Like in 2006, 2026, and 2027.
So we're talking to Dr. Curtis Coleman, Vice President of Admissions at Delta State University. So Dr. Coleman, as the VP of Admissions, what would you say to a prospective student? What's your value proposition? What's your differentiator? Why should they come to Delta State, enroll, and receive a degree from the university?
Well, I'll tell you a little bit about myself first, Ron. I'm glad you asked. I was a
Okay.
first generation student. I didn't have my parents didn't initially go to college. I came from Savannah, Georgia, a very kind of country rural area similar to Cleveland, Mississippi. And when you look at the opportunities and where I am now, right? I went to college not really knowing what I wanted to do. I kind of bounced around. I chose three different majors, and it took me 5 years to graduate, but I did graduate. But what that college experience brought me was the opportunity to be around like-minded individuals, to surround myself around faculty members who achieved great things, to surround myself around peers who were going places, right? And that grew my aptitude for excellence. That grew my aptitude for what's out there, the world itself, and that exposed me to so many different opportunities at the higher education level. So what we're trying to provide here is really opportunity and access. That is the heart of it. So if you are interested, if you are on the fence, this is the place where you can get your start at.
Interesting. Yeah, no doubt about it. And of course, located there in Cleveland, Mississippi, in the heart of the Delta, the incredible Mississippi Delta, a student would have an interest in that for what particular reason in attending school there in the Delta?
Really, the value in the Delta. I've normally been here for working here for almost a month and a half now, and
Okay.
been located here for 2 weeks. And I can tell you, my reason for choosing Delta State University, and more important, Cleveland, Mississippi, is the people. Right, the value
Okay.
of Cleveland, Mississippi, is in the people. The family-oriented place we have here. When you walk into a restaurant or a place on campus, or honestly wherever we go, we know each other by face, by name. We know when you change your hair. We know what your mom's name is, your dad's name. We know your legacy. We know everything about you. So really, it's in the family-oriented environment. So if you're coming from a big place and looking for a more intimate relationship with the people around you, if you're coming from a small place and looking still to be intimate and know the people, and the people know you as well, this is the place for you.
And the university and the city there are tightly coupled as well, are they not, Dr. Coleman?
Yes, very much so.
And there's so many cultural attractions as well. I mean, it truly is a cross section of the story of Mississippi is on display there in Cleveland, Mississippi, and at Delta State University.
Yes. All the way from our DMI Institute and our BPAC. The story, the art, the music, the artistry, the cultural, the historic vibe is all located here in Cleveland, Mississippi. So you can really do. I mean, honestly, you can get to anywhere from here, right? The campus is pretty much the home base of all things related to this area. And we are about maybe 5 minutes from downtown, so very easily walkable distance to get to, or drivable distance to get to as far as downtown. The Grammy Museum is located on campus. This is the only Grammy Museum in connection to the one that's, I think, in California. So you definitely have opportunity and access here.
Appreciate the report there, Dr. Curtis Coleman, Vice President of Admissions, Delta State University. Thanks for the update there, Dr. Coleman, on the new program, scholarship program. If you're a Mississippi resident and you're in the Pell program, you can go to Delta State without tuition. Sounds great.
That's correct.
Appreciate it, Dr. Coleman. Thank you, man.
Thank you, Ryan.
We're coming right back in the Element Wealth studio.